Yes.
And let's talk about Afrima.
Yes.
What exactly is Afrima? We've been hearing a bit of Afrima. So, Nana Sarkodie, tell us, what's Afrima?
I'm very, very excited about Afrima because Afrima brings all the 36 countries in Africa together. Last year was Nigeria, wasn't it? Or Nigeria did it for 3 years. And they did an amazing job. And now it's in Ghana. And Ghana, we're supposed to host them for 3 years.
For 3 years?
Yes. I spoke to Catherine Afeku, who was extremely excited.
The sector minister?
Yes. She was very excited. And she guaranteed me that Ghana is ready to host Afrima for 3 years. She guaranteed me the hotels are ready, the artists are ready, everything is ready. So I have a video for that. So if...
Oh, wow. Please, then let's take a look at that report really quickly. It has to do with the sector minister speaking on Afrima.
The priority is not on creative arts, but this platform will showcase the business side of creative arts. America is America because of Hollywood. Nigeria has picked up a lot because of Nollywood. If you go to South Africa, it's tourism. Namibia, I can name them. Kenya thrives on tourism. But it's not just the tourism part of seeing a location. It's the music, it's the food, it's the dance, it's the makeup, it's the artist. And that is what we are trying to use this huge Afrima platform to share with the rest of Africa. That you can actually take a vacation in a safe, secure, friendly country. And you can come as a celebrity to have a show. But it's time us as a people believe in what we have. And this platform, this Afrima gift will inure our people to celebrate for a few days, to put aside the sweat, the tears, the worries, and enjoy the talent of their sons and daughters. That's all. How many times will you and I see Nasty C? No. But we'll get a chance to see him thanks to Afrima. But let me give you my secret. Soti Soul from Kenya. They're coming down.
Are you ready to boogie?
Oh, yes. Thanks to Afrima. Diamond Platinum from Tanzania. I do. And they're coming. But see, they won't outshine our children, our sons and daughters. Shatta will represent, Stone will represent, Adina, Sark, you name them. Ampedu, the old and new, Kidi, Kwame, many, many more, but they will complement their brothers and sisters from the other side.
Okay, so from all the countries around the continent, they shall be gathered in this country. So it's going to be a huge event. And when exactly is this, Kwame?
It's already started. Actually, the business summit is from this morning to 4 p.m. They have a music village, kind of a nominees jam at the Independence Square later in the evening tonight. So it's actually a very good thing. Ghana hosting All Africa Music Awards. All Africa Music Awards. And already most of these musicians are in town. And we are looking at how this is going to impact the tourism sector, the creative arts industry, how people in Ghana are going to benefit from this. Okay, it's not just like we are coming to have an award scheme and then give out plaques and then that's all. But how are we going to benefit?
So that's something that we should be discussing and proposing to the ministry, for instance, or that's something the ministry maybe they need to sit down on the ground and think through for themselves.
And you know, government has actually helped support it in this. Even though the minister declined disclosing how much they gave to the organizers. We need to know actually, but she didn't tell us. But we know government is part of it, AU is part of it, and they are making sure that it becomes a very good event. But after the show is done, are our musicians going to benefit? How? Apart from the fact that they're going to meet other musicians from other countries, maybe exchange contacts and then network. What else? Hotels, food vendors, events organizers and all that, are they really going to benefit from them? I think that should be of much concern to us as a people in the creative arts industry.
Okay. And now, touching on Afrima, I'm wondering, you know, it brings to mind the sense of paying a foreign artist or an artist from maybe Nigeria or South Africa, paying the person more than our local arts will be paid. So how does this feed into Afrima? Do you think it's time that the local artists demanded full payment or similar or equal payment?
I do not know the payment structure. It's not been disclosed to me, so I can't go without proof to say the foreign artists are being paid more than the local artists.
Not for this particular event,
not for this particular event. I think here, once again, it's to do with structure. If your structure is not strong, when you go for a meeting, you don't have a right management, you don't have right marketing team, you don't know what to ask. You actually don't know your value. So you go and settle for less. And that's the difference between some artists here, the new breed. They are actually adopting that. Someone like Kuami Eugene, even Shatawale, believe you me, Stonebwoy, they understand structures. That's why they are reaching Sarkodie. They are reaching heights. That's maybe someone like, I won't mention a name there. The old ones have not reached because their structures are right. So with going back to Afrima, you were talking about what would our artists benefit. You said networking. Networking is extremely important in our type of industry. Networking is everything, and good name is everything. We sell ourselves, and our product is our talent. If your talent is your acting, that's what you're selling. If your talent is how you speak well, that's what you're selling. And if your talent is your voice, that is what you are selling. Combined with your reputation, that's what will get you far. So talking about networking, if maybe Kuami Eugene must have met someone from Tanzania who has an open door. They collaborate. Their music goes wider than Ghana. If someone like Kempinski, the hotels, they will fill the entire hotels here in Ghana because there are lots of people. Food vendors, they will get more money. Even makeup artists, because the award show, people need to get their makeup done. Me, I want to get my makeup done, so I'll go and book a makeup artist. Give her money to make me look classy for the event.
You're really not expecting, let's say, someone from South Africa or Tanzania to bring their own makeup artists amongst. So I think it's a fantastic point.
And even our fashion.
Many other sectors would also be affected by such huge events as well. But I think in respect of that, I think it's about time that maybe the local acts use this particular event to say that collectively, we are not going to take less than this particular amount for any event that you're going to invite people from outside, because there should be a fair structure of payment. Yes, and then all the artists should just adhere to that particular decision, because you can't have an event in Ghana without a Ghanaian artist. So then the organizers of the event will be forced to bend to the will of the artists on the bill.
I think we need to look into that, maybe how much each of these artists are taking, is taking actually on the nights, and compare whether the foreign artists or those coming in are taking more than our local artists here. I think we need to do that. And
I mean, agreeably, they should be paying maybe a bit more because they're traveling. Just like if we go there, at least there should be some fairness.
And we should also find out whether all these people you mentioned, the makeup artists and all the other people who are working on the day, are truly people who are being employed from this country. Okay, we shouldn't be surprised to hear that maybe they took somebody from Nigeria or from Tanzania to come and do sound or stage for us. Okay, I'm just saying we need to find out all this, because if we are hosting, then we should have the capacity to get all these people on board, so we know that Ghana is really hosting, and then we are benefiting. Okay,
Okay, so this is going to be, this should be like the hugest thing for now, because it's going to be for 3 years successively. So it's going to be difficult. If the first one flops, we are in trouble.
Big trouble.
The first one flops. So what are some of the mishaps that you see happening at some events that we are hoping does not happen at this particular one?
Mishaps.
Okay, let me start with
mishaps. I'm actually thinking maybe the organization. The organization, the timing is extremely important. Time is money, and time waits for no man. And if you invited host countries to come here and you say something is supposed to start at 4, you know the soiree that we went? It was a bit late.
It was late.
I was quite disappointed.
What was the soiree? It's supposed to happen late in the evening.
No, but the time, if you say it's 6, it should happen at 6. If you say 7, it should happen. But
so it was supposed to start at what time?
At 6.
5.
And it started around 6:30. Which was 7, which was unacceptable. We are the host country, so we have to put our best foot forward. So timing is the first in organization, and maybe even though we have hotels, maybe we might not have enough quality hotels, and that can raise issues, because you want to, as I said, you want to show your best to your neighboring countries. You don't want to show your worst. And also payments of maybe you talked about makeup artists. They might book a makeup artist here, pay them less than someone they bring from Nigeria. Because I know some of the musicians, some of the socialites will fly down their makeup artists. Because I know celebrities, when they walk, they don't walk alone.
Yeah.
They come with their whole crew.
Entourage.
Yes. So I think it's a wise idea, as Kwame, Dadzie and yourself said. We need to, after this, investigate the money allocated to the vendors, makeup artists, the sound guys, to see if it really did add to the country and if it really did raise our pockets here in Ghana. So
fantastic. Yes. Okay, now still on mishaps. What are some of the mishaps you hope do not happen at this particular event?
I don't want to see a doomsaw on the day of the event, Saturday.
That was very embarrassing.
I don't want to see that. Embarrassing. Yeah, because I remember, I think a year or two ago during the Vodafone Ghana Music Awards, something of the sort happened. I don't know if it was a technical problem, but there was light off. Okay, it was quite unfortunate, but I don't want to see that happen on the night when we are hosting all African musicians. Okay, it will be bad. So they should also see to that, and then security as well. Sometimes when you're going for some of these programs, security becomes a problem because there are times that they deploy the services of people from other countries. People who don't understand maybe English or our local languages. So you go there, they humiliate you as a pressman or as a patron.
Wow.
To them. Yeah, we've seen that in the past during the Vodafone Ghana Music Awards. But
you're trying to talk to the artist.
If you're trying to get your way through to the auditorium, okay, the security presence over there, we need to get people who are doing their work all right, but who are also very professional in their work. We need to do that. We don't want a situation whereby people will be harassing people at the entrance and all that. So security is another thing. Timing. Tonight they're having the nominees jam sort of the village at the Independence Square. I think the day and the time isn't so right for me. It should have been maybe on tomorrow, Friday. So people go there, chill, because the nominees jam of a sort, about 125 musicians.
And they're putting on Thursday.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of artists on stage performing, and you do that on Thursday. People will go there.
People have to go to work on Friday.
On Friday, you see, it's kind of bad. I'm just looking forward to having a good show tonight. They should just close on time so workers will go back.
Well, speaking of the nominees jam, then I think maybe there's a little question mark in planning that particular aspect of it. You know, Friday would have been fantastic.
Perfect.
You know, especially if you want the numbers and you want the sort of people maybe you want to see at that particular event. You know, I think it'll be better if it was on Friday. Now, other things you mentioned. Electricity, power supply. Now, sometimes too we have issues with sound. How does that work for you too?
With sound, sometimes things like that, you can't help it. It depends on how big the venue is and how well you've put together the sound. I'm not a technical person, so...
But it should be pre-planned, don't you think?
It's pre-planned. These artists will go and do mic checks. They'll go and rehearse. But sometimes things happen. And you can't, even with events that we have, sometimes we can prepare as best as we can. But you should always give a little room for mistakes. That's why doomsaw, if there is doomsaw, they should have generators on standby. So as soon as there is doomsaw, generators come on, less than a few seconds. And that shows how serious we are. So we just have to put measures in place whereby if mishaps happen...
There should always be a plan B.
Yes, there should always be a plan B. And I hope they have. Because tonight I'll be there and my two eyes will be open. My nose will be sniffing for anything that is
ears will be listening.
Because this is a big deal for Ghana. All eyes are on us. All countries will be watching us. It will be on DSTV. It will be on so many platforms. They will be watching the beauty of Ghana. They will be watching our talent, even our food, our fashion, our culture. So we want to put, once again, our best foot forward. We don't want to make big mistakes. I know there will be mistakes, but it shouldn't be so big that we can't get out.
You know what usually happens is that for such huge productions, a company, and let's say SA, and in SA they do this a lot. So they would send their reporter to go and cover the story. But since they've already paid for your flight tickets and they paid for XYZ, you know, accommodation, per diems and others, they'll have you do other reports in the country. So there's also a fine time to make sure that all other sectors are solid. Like tourism, you mentioned, all these other sectors are really, really solid. It's a good opportunity to showcase the country. Now, this event, seemingly has not flopped, for want of a better word, in Nigeria when it was held for the 3 successive years. So if it happens in Ghana and it flops, it would be such a huge embarrassment, even to the state. Would you not agree?
Yeah. We're not expecting that to happen. You see, Ghanaians have always complained that we don't get the best in terms of entertainment, in terms of creative art. Always comparing ourselves to Nigerians. Nigerians are doing this better than us. Why are we hailing Nigerian musicians and all that? So, if we are hosting now, it means that there is something in us we want to show to the whole world. Okay, and we believe we can. So let's do everything possible to make this work. I know the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture is in support of this. They are working so hard to make this thing a very beautiful show. So let's do that. But the organizers should also be very, very, very careful about all the other things we've spoken about. I know they have projected all these things. They could happen. If you're an event organizer, you know such things happen once in a while. So you know that you have to have alternatives in case any of the things pop up. So let's do that. And I'm very happy we're not having the main event at the Fantasy Dome because the Dome has bad acoustic features, you know. When the song is playing, it echoes at the other end.
Wow!
Because of the tent and how it is being structured. So I'm very happy it is happening at the conference center, and they should put in their best, check the sound so well, so that we don't have any of those hiccups at the event.
Okay, fantastic.